Assalamu alaikum. I'm your host Salim Akhtar Malik on the Salim's Post channel. On this channel, I discuss national and international affairs, social science, and defense issues. I request you to subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell icon. In this session, I'll talk to you about nuclear deterrence in South Asia. Following are the highlights of post-Pahalgam standoff between India and Pakistan. After every standoff, conventional and non-conventional deterrence averted military escalation between the two countries. Pakistan re-established deterrence against India after India tried to challenge it with its missile attacks against Pakistan's civilian targets. In the future, the vicious cycle of deterrence breakdown and re-establishment can lead to an actual nuclear war between India and Pakistan. Pakistan's present unwritten first strike policy creates ambiguity. Should we write it down? Pakistan's quest for the nuclear bomb was in itself a sort of deterrence. It kept the world, particularly India and the United States, guessing and grappling with the options to defang Pakistan. While the United States was exhausting itself over in preventing France from delivering a plutonium reprocessing plant to Pakistan, Pakistan Air Force aircraft were busy transporting United States dollars from Gaddafi's coffers in Libya to Pakistan for financing the bomb, and airlifting a complete uranium hexafluoride gasification plant from Switzerland to Dera Ghazi Khan, a sleepy and dusty town located at the tri-junction of Punjab, Sindh and Balochistan. This would have continued undetected had Khalid Hassan, Bhutto's press secretary, not spilled the beans before some American spooks. Khalid Hassan was an innocent looking, well intentioned, and patriotic Pakistani. But then a person is very unpredictable when he is in his cups. The world thence came to know about the uranium enrichment path headed by one Dr. Qadir, which Pakistan was following parallel to the overt plutonium reprocessing path to achieve nuclear weapons capability. Indian and Pakistani political and military leadership maintained nuclear deterrence for almost half a century, precisely because they knew the difference between deterrence and brinkmanship. In doing so, they followed the United States and Soviet behavior during the Cold War. Both the post-World War II superpowers could have destroyed each other many times, but they elected to show restraint. The Soviets blinked during the Cuban Missile Crisis by bowing down to the American naval blockade of the Bay of Pigs. The United States blew hot and cold during the Soviet occupation of Afghanistan, but limited itself to waging a slow burning and slow bleeding war through its Afghan and Pakistani proxies. In 1965, Foreign Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Foreign Secretary Aziz Ahmad, and Major General Akhtar Hussain Malik, General Officer commanding 12th Division, deluded President Ayub Khan into believing that a Pakistani armed incursion into Indian held Kashmir would not result in an Indian offensive across the international border. On 6 September 1965, India attacked Pakistan across the international border. The Pakistani mindset is still frozen in 1965. Kargil, Pulwama, and Pahalgam are disputed territories for Pakistan, not for India. Modi tried to call Pakistan's bluff of a first strike by attacking civilian targets in Pakistan and Azad Jammu and Kashmir, followed by crossing Pakistan's red lines in attacking military installations. If Modi tried to slap a new normal on Pakistan, India was itself subjected to a Pakistani new normal, which implied that for every Indian attack there would be a befitting Pakistani reply. Pakistan retaliated by attacking military targets and installations in India, sending up in smoke Indian expectations that Pakistan would ignore Indian provocation behind a smoke screen of bluster. Pakistan's policy of striking first with nuclear weapons if India crossed certain deadlines was mocked when India launched missile and drone attacks in Pakistan proper, threatened Pakistani ports by deploying its aircraft carrier Vikrant off the Karachi coast. Indian claims they bombed Pakistan's nuclear storage site at Kirana near Sargodha, and unambiguous Pakistani rebuttal is still missing. India bombed and damaged Neelam Jhelum Dam, holding the Indus Water Treaty in abeyance as Pakistan's biggest red line. Would writing down the red lines make any difference? While discussing the French nuclear policy, we should understand French sensitivities and inhibitions. In World War II, Nazi Germany successfully invaded France in a short period through a combination of strategic advantages and military tactics, particularly the Blitzkrieg strategy. This involved a rapid combined arms attack with tanks, infantry, and air power, spearheaded by armored divisions bypassing the French Maginot Line. The French underestimated the German capabilities and strategic planning, thus, the Germans were able to quickly overrun France. After French official capitulation to Germany, de Gaulle rallied French citizens and soldiers to continue fighting. He played a crucial role in fighting the Nazi occupation by leading the French forces, that is, the Free French Forces, a resistance movement that opposed the Vichy government's collaboration with the Nazis. De Gaulle was a staunch nationalist who never reconciled with the post World War II idea that France should depend on the United States nuclear umbrella. Though France was one of the original 12 founding members of the NATO alliance in 1949, de Gaulle wanted an independent French nuclear deterrent, which it has even today. France withdrew from NATO's Integrated Military Command in 1966, but it retained NATO membership and rejoined the military command in 2009. France has achieved nuclear deterrence with a codified deterrence policy because in a democracy, a national institution is accountable to the people. Rather, every national institution is accountable to the people.